know that I've read up for a long time.
All right, so the character Ritter has been going through a lot of difficulties with men, and she has finally given up on Kodai and that type of man. So the scene coming up is going to be Ritter, and she's telling Sipos about this new man, Paul, that she met, and about how amazing Paul is and how just perfect he is. And he's very smart, and about how he appreciates her for not just her beauty, but for her brain.
About what, George? George?
Isn't it wonderful?
Yes, very well. That's a word with Mr. Kodai.
Oh, who cares about him? That's all in the past.
It is?
Oh, yes, ever since last night. Do you remember what a silly and confused girl I was last night?
Yes, you were. Oh, I mean, you were?
Oh, very. I didn't know what to do or where to go, and then all of a sudden my feet started walking down the street and across the bridge and past the Metropolis Cinema. And do you know where?
Where?
Right into the library.
The library?
Can you imagine me in a library?
Well, how did you like it?
You've never seen such a place. I started to reach for a book and my hand automatically came to a stop. I don't know how long I stood frozen, a victim of panic and mortification. How I wanted to plead when a kindly voice, a gentle voice, whispered, "Pardon me."
Pardon me?
Uh-huh. And there was this dear, sweet, clearly respectable, thickly respectable man who stood by my side and quietly said to me, "Ma'am, don't mean to intrude, but I was just wondering, are you in need of some help?" I said no. Yes, I am. The next thing you know, I'm sipping hot chocolate and telling my troubles to Paul. His steps round eyes kept sending compassionate looks. A trip to the library has made a new girl of me. For suddenly I can see the magic of books. I have to admit, in the back of my mind I was praying he wouldn't get fresh. And all of the while I was wondering why an illiterate girl should attract him. Then all of a sudden he said that I couldn't go wrong with the way of all flesh. Of course, in all of it I didn't know that I certainly would have smacked him. Well, he gave me a smile that I couldn't resist. And I knew at once how much I liked this optometrist.
Optometrist?
Optometrist. You know what this dear, sweet, slightly bespectacled gentleman said to me next? He said he could solve this problem of mine. I said, how? He said if I like, he'd willingly read to me some of his favorite things. I said when. He said now. His novel approach seemed highly suspicious and possibly dangerous too. I told myself, wait, think, dare you go up to his flat? What happens if things go wrong? It's obvious he's quite strong. He read to me all night long. Now how about that? It's hard to believe how truly domestic and happily hopeful I feel. As long as he's there to read, there's quite a good chance indeed. A chance that I'll never need to open a book. Unlike someone else, someone I dimly recall, I know he'll only have eyes for
cared about her as a person and not just wanted her for her body.
Well, what do you care? You're in love with some nice, eligible young man. Soon you'll be able to kiss all of us goodbye. Tell me what's he like. Tell me all about him. I just love to suffer. Well, is he tall? So-so. So-so. 6 feet? So-so. 5 feet? I never really measured. Oh, colored hair, colored eyes. Sandy hair. Not really light, but it's not really dark. And the eyes? Bluish, greenish, brownish, a little. Would you like a piece of good advice? Don't lose him in a crowd. I've never really met him, ever. You've never met him? My heavens, you're even more desperate than I am. I mean, all this fuss is just over a little silly blind date. Oh, it's not a blind date, Alona. I know him. How? Letters, many letters. You belong to a Lonely Hearts Club? Oh, no, I never did that sort of thing. I'm going to reenact. He writes his tales. That doesn't much matter. But his personal habits, important thing is looks. Supposing he snores like a locomotive. Supposing he grinds his teeth. Sunny tale. As you haven't quite mentioned, I'm speaking this next year. You're all alone. Come to think of it, maybe you're right. Maybe it doesn't much matter. I thought maybe I'll do much better myself with the library card and a gramophone. Leave the rain. I was taken in by someone's rage. How I could have used one long revealing letter. Why could I know him better? If I knew his name, I knew his name was in a name.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Well, yeah. I don't know how to say it. There will be like that guy for me, like Paul was to her, and that I just have to go through a lot of coat eyes to be able to find that Prince Charming coat rack.
Miss Ritter would like to know if you have her icicles.
Oh. Well, could you please tell her that that's all I've been getting from her for several weeks? Without you, we're home. Come with me, alone. I miss you so.
Now that the die is hard at play, we'll never get out.
With me.
Or is it going to be Dutch as usual?
Marcia,
I think being tall kind of worked for Kodai in a way. It also made it kind of difficult, though, especially when we had to kiss and I had to bring her up. The last night I actually ended up kissing her nose because she was too low for me, and so... See, I'm not going to be able to take you to the Rascal tonight after all.
What?
I can't help myself, darling.
What?
The fact is I thought we were going to be working late tonight, and so I canceled the previous appointment. But now we're finished early, I've just got to keep it.
What?
You do understand, don't you? Ilona, darling, I promise you we'll go to the Rascal another night. Soon. For me, right, darling?
Resolve not to play this game. How often I've been the same dumb for Cupid.
It's all right.
How often I've let him shoot me down in flames. I resolve not to be so trusting. It's high time that I awoke. Whatever I've got up here is up here rusty. My feminine intuition is a joke. I find I can't afford the bells. I resolve here and now. I will be a different girl.
Curtis would be up there sitting, and I'm supposed to go and be like, they're always arguing about Nate and Brittany or whoever was playing that part. And so I would go, Curtis, they're always arguing. And he goes, I love you. I'm trying to be like really upset with men, and he just keeps going, I love you. And I can't stay mad because so I like had to like laugh a little bit. It's like, I hate you, stop it, Curtis. He's like, will you go out with me? So it was really hard to do that.
So Curtis used to try and
Yes. Like he's staying in character, but like he's saying things that are trying to get me out of character. So he's a bully.
That's the fun of the act.
He's a bully.
I have a feeling our little Miss Ballish is in love. And you have a rendezvous with him this evening.
Well, how do you know that?
Oh, Mr. Kodai is an expert on love, which is really quite remarkable, considering he's never been in it.
Oh, I do hope you've forgiven me for our little misunderstanding last night. I can't bear it when we quarrel, darling. Can you, truthfully?
Truthfully, darling, go to hell. That settles it. Tonight, when he asks me to marry him, I'm gonna say yes. Oh my God, I had no idea. Well, neither does he.
Christmas Eve, the shop, and all of us together. Merry
Christmas.
Beautiful thing I've ever seen. Seeing you sing and seeing you sing. Oh my gosh, I'm thinking, you got all your talent from me.
Especially for Robert and Joan, you should be so proud of these two girls. They are my favorite here. They are so good. They were best. They were just wonderful. And Robert and Joan, you missed a great show. You should be so proud.
She loves me, and to my amazement, I love it, knowing that she loves me. She loves me, true she doesn't show it. How could she, when she doesn't know it? Yesterday she loathed me, bah, now today she likes me, ha, and to my